Guys, can we just take a sec to appreciate all of the kale?
All set.
Hi you guys, it's Marina, the Eco Goddess. I hope that you are doing beautifully today. I am here in the garden. You guys know this place all too well now, I'm sure, if you've watched my YouTube videos in the past. I just wanted to get on here really quick to make a video to update you guys about my Candida diet and Candida cleanse. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions recently of, are you still struggling with Candida? Are you still pursuing the diet? And really great questions, and so I thought I would just make a video, get on here to update you. And I was inspired to do it in the garden because truthfully, eating all of these fresh vegetables and plants, I do believe healed my body quicker than I expected. A few months ago, I had been diagnosed with Candida overgrowth, and I have some videos on this of essentially what that entailed, but before I had really been diagnosed, I didn't know what was wrong with me. I had brain fog, I had bloat, you know, that serious bloat, like it was not pleasant. And I also had a yeast infection, places you don't want yeast infections if you get my vibe. So those were essentially my symptoms, and I didn't really know what to do. My parents put me on a Candida cleanse where I took specific natural remedies that remedied the Candida overgrowth, things like oregano oil, and I also completely shifted my diet. And if you look around, you'll see I live on a farm where there are a lot of fruit trees, and pretty much every single day I would go out to these fruit trees and I would put their fruits in my breakfast, in my oatmeal, in my cereal. And fruit unfortunately feeds your bad bacteria. It's not bad, but if you're already out of balance and you already have an overgrowth of bad bacteria, fruit is going to heighten that. And so I had to cut back completely on my fruits, and I had to essentially fill my body with the Candida friendly foods. So right now, to give you an update, I feel like 75% better, I'd say, and I started this around January, so it's been about 3 months since I started the Candida cleanse and Candida diet. I slowly have incorporated different fruits. I definitely haven't eaten fruit as much as I used to. I used to eat I can't even believe this. I used to eat, like, no joke, maybe 5 to 10 bananas a day, and then a bunch of other fruits like strawberries. I essentially had to rethink how I could eat and how I could heal myself with the farm's ingredients. I went through a bunch of different phases, and I started off with having lots of broths, lots of greens, which helped me a lot, and I hit a point in the Candida diet where I didn't know where to get my protein because I couldn't eat beans, and I started to get sick of eating so much kale and spinach and all these other greens. And I really, you know, I researched, I did a lot of research in terms of what I could have instead, and my body, seriously, I've never felt this before in my life, kept craving eggs. And I felt so bad about this. I have a video about this where I talk about how I did actually listen to my intuition and my body to eat eggs, and I had maybe a few, I would say at most 10, and I didn't have the craving anymore, and so I went back to completely vegan. My friend the other day was like, you know, like, vegans have 3 strikes. You clearly already took a strike, and I'm like, oh. I would just say I'm not an advocate for people eating animal products. I'm an advocate for people leading with compassion and cruelty-free living, and also intuitive eating, listening to their body and really finding the root causes to those cravings. My brother put it so perfectly. It's like, if you are craving like fried chicken, it's probably just because of the oils and the fat. Like, you want like that fried thing. Whereas if you eat fried tofu, not saying that that's 10 times better, because fried anything isn't great, but that will satisfy your craving. And so it might not be necessarily the animal protein, if you get what I'm saying. So that's where I'm at. I would say I was pretty strict with the Candida cleanse and Candida diet, and I made sure to not touch fruit, not touch sugars, not touch much caffeine, take care of my adrenals. I exercised a ton, I always do, but I made sure during these past months that I got at least 30 minutes to an hour of exercise every single day. And I am going to be linking below here a blog post on the Eco Goddess blog, which will give you guys a blueprint for foods that you can eat and foods that you can't eat. It's my gift to you guys for those who are struggling, because I feel you, and it's not always easy, and especially being vegan on the Candida diet. I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say that it is easy, because it is far from it. Pretty much the vegan diet is anti-Candida diet. Let's just put it that way. My last tips for you are for sure to check out my blog post to see what foods you can eat, but also to check in with a vegan nutritionist, because nutritionists who aren't vegan nutritionists will give you tips and guides that are like, go eat eggs, just go eat meat, you know? And so you truly want a nutritionist that understands the vegan diet, understands where there could be deficiencies in the diet and how to supplement those. And definitely I would say, you know, your friends sometimes might be opinionated and they might be awesome, but they also probably didn't go to medical school. You know, maybe they did, but I would say definitely depend on science. Depend on science. And so I'm really happy to say that now on April 14th I have hardly any symptoms of the Candida overgrowth in my body. I'm still eating very much along the lines of a Candida diet. I don't have any added sugars to any of my drinks or foods. I really make sure of that. I always ask. And round 2 of the supplements that my parents gave me were probiotics. And so I was taking a probiotic pill every single day to build that good bacteria up so that it could fight off the bad bacteria or prevent it from coming back. And so that was a huge important thing as well in my journey. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and share it. Share it with the world so that other people who are dealing with Candida overgrowth and are vegan, are gluten-free, are zero waste, all the shebang, can benefit from something like this. For sure, I hope that it helps you guys. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys soon.